Hi, and welcome. I'm Sue, and it's time for some chair yoga. So please join me in this wonderful exercise class. Have a sturdy chair with armrest or without, doesn't matter. And let's begin. Come to a nice comfortable sitting position where your feet can touch the floor and you can sit tall. Let's take 3 deep breaths, and we'll do that moving our arms as well. So if you have a chair with armrests, come to the outside of the armrests. Palms up, inhale, raise the arms a bit, and exhale, turn the palms to lower. Inhale, and exhale. Once more, inhale, and exhale. Great. Let's continue with our warm-up and breathe easy as we begin to wake up the major joints and the major muscles in the body. Let's start with some shoulder rolls. Circling the shoulders one direction, and then go the other way. Gently release. Nod your head yes. Only move as much as you feel comfortable, lifting and lowering the head and neck. Come back to center. Turn your head with a shaking your head no, looking over each shoulder. Come back to center, and now tip your head so ear goes to the shoulder, one side and then the other. And then release. Come back to center and make sure your eyes are clear. If you need to, come toward the front of your chair so you have enough room, a little wider stance, and tip your body side to side. We're going to do the same movements we did with our head and neck. We're going to do them with our whole back. Tipping side to side. And come back up. And now 2 hands to one side and 2 hands to the other side. A light twist. You can feel this twist at the waist. And come back to center. And lastly, we're going to round forward and then back. So we're sort of hinging at the hips, rounding the body forward and back. Only go as far as you feel comfortable. One more. Breathing easy. And release. Great. Let's bend and straighten the elbows. And now keep your fingertips on your shoulders. Bring your elbows forward and out to the side. Forward, maybe even a little bit behind you. Forward and back. One more. Forward and back. Good. And rest. Let's do some wrist circles. So circling those wrists around. And circle the other way. And rest. With your hands on your lap, play the piano. Wiggle each finger individually. I can always tell who really knows how to play the piano versus twinkling their fingers like me. All right. Good. Shake out those hands. And rest. Let's wake up the lower body. So let's start by rubbing the top of our thighs. And then rub around your knees. Sharing some warmth from your hands to the lower body here. Good. Now let's do some marching in place. You can hold on to your armrest or the seat of your chair if you'd like. Marching in place, lifting those knees. Good. And now lift the knees and hold on to that leg and pull it in. Relax those shoulders down, but pull the knee in and circle the ankle. Switch directions. Circle the ankle the other way. and gently release. Notice a difference in your two legs maybe. Let's continue warming up the lower body. Lift the other leg up, pull it in, and then circle the ankle. As you're holding that knee, pulling it in towards your body. So great opening for the low back. And circle the other direction. And gently release. Wonderful. Let's take our 3 deep breaths again, but this time, now that our body is more awake and open, see if you can't even fill up with more air. So arms by your sides, palms up. Inhale the arms up, even higher this time, and exhale, turn the palms and lower down. Like beautiful wings. Inhale, turn and exhale, or like the sunrise, because I call these sun arms. Inhale up, and exhale, lower down, and release. Great. Take a moment to just notice how your body's feeling right now after we did our warm-up. In our yoga postures that we'll be holding and moving through, you'll notice the parts of the body that we warmed up just now. But we're going to challenge ourselves a bit. So let's go into our first posture, our sun arms into our mountain pose. So let's start with a wide base of support. So open the knees wide, sitting tall in your chair. Make sure both sit bones are rooted in the chair, just like your feet are rooted into the floor. Arms by your side, palms up. Inhale, raise the arms up all the way overhead as high as you can into mountain pose. And as we're here, hold this pose. Breathe as you're holding, reaching the fingertips skyward and really rooting your feet into the floor. And now on your next exhale, turning the palms and slowly lower down. Good. Bring those knees in and give yourself a hug. Round your body forward. And then gently release. Open those knees and arms by your sides. Let's do mountain pose again. Palms facing upward. Inhale, sun arms up overhead as high as you feel comfortable. Can be done with one arm or both arms. And hold right here. Inhale and exhale. Try to relax those shoulders, but keep those arms reaching. The elbows don't have to be perfectly straight. Inhale and exhale. One more breath. Inhale tall and exhale. Turn the palms and slowly lower down. When we move slowly, we really develop strength in our bodies there. Give yourself a hug. Bring those knees in and round forward, a counter stretch. And gently release. Great. One final time with mountain pose, and this time with those knees open wide. We're going to have the knees bent, but we're going to bend the elbows and have the fingertips touching to make the point of the mountain, the top of the mountain. Here we go. Sitting tall, plant those feet, palms out and up. Inhaling. And on your exhale, hold it here. Put your fingertips together as the top of the mountain. Breathe and hold, staying nice and tall, staying as tall as you can. That really builds some strength through the center of our body, our strong abdominals, our core. And then on the exhale, arms up, turning the palms slowly lower down. And release. Take a moment to sit back in the chair and feel the beautiful strength and stretch of the mountain. Great. Next, we're going to move into a variety of different exercises, still for the core. We're going to do our cat-cow stretch. So I'm going to turn my chair sideways so you can see a little bit better. So with your feet forward, you can open up your knees as wide as you feel comfortable. But hands on your knees. And tip your body forward a bit. And when you do that, it gives you a little bit more space to do some rounding. So we're going to round our spine on the exhale, and on the inhale, we're going to gently arch and look up. Exhale, pull the belly in and round. I'm rocking back on my sit bones. And on the inhale, I rock forward and arch the spine, looking up. Exhale, pull the belly in and round the spine. Inhale, arch and look up. And now to release. Exhale, round the spine. And then instead of coming forward into the arch, just find the sit bones where you're balanced and lengthen the spine tall. Take a moment to feel the beautiful rounding and arching of the spine, opening of the back. And especially if we spend a lot of time sitting throughout the day, our backs get stiff. So we really want to move them fully. Let's do our cat-cow stretch once more. Hands on the knees. Hinge forward just enough where you have some space to do the rounding and the stretching. Here we go. On the exhale, round the spine. And on the inhale, arching and looking up. Exhale, pull the belly in, rock back on your sit bones. And on the inhale, rock forward and arch. Two more. Exhale, pull the belly in, feel the belly being really worked here. And then let's stretch and open. Exhale, round and open up the back of the body. Inhale, arch and open up the front of the body. And now come back to center, round, and then stack your spine up nice and tall. Take a minute to feel those beautiful back muscles. Great. Moving into thread the needle. Again, working the core. Open the knees wide this time. Hands on the knees again. But this time, we're going to create the eye of the needle right in through here. So one hand stays on the knee, the other hand stretch out and up. And take your eyes to those fingers. So wiggle the fingers, look up if you can. And on your exhale, use your hand to thread the needle as you twist and bend. Inhale, open the body wide and stretch. And exhale, thread the needle. Once more, inhale, open wide. And exhale, thread the needle. And release. Great. In yoga, we always try to balance both sides. So we do an exercise on one side, we balance out and do it on the other side as best we can. So, making the eye of the needle on the other side now. Here we go. Inhale, open wide, looking up. And exhale, thread the needle as you bend forward and twist. Inhale, wide and open. And exhale, thread the needle. Once more, inhale wide. And exhale, thread the needle. And release. Bring your knees in and give those legs a little rest. Good. Wonderful. Another posture that really builds some strength through the core as well as the shoulders is the chair pose. Now we're sitting in a chair, so that's not going to change. But we're going to hinge forward and raise the arms out in front of us to challenge our core strength. So, sitting tall in your chair and toward the front of your chair. Hinge forward at the hips and now reach those arms out in front of you. And notice how it takes a good bit of strength. Come on back. Now you know where we're headed. So, let's make sure that we're really centered and grounded. Make sure your feet are rooted, your sit bones are rooted in the chair. Abdominals, turn them on. Pull them in just a little bit to know that they're working. Here we go. Hinging forward at the hips. Nice straight spine. Reach the arms out to challenge our abdominal strength. Breathe and hold in this chair pose. Keep the feet pushing into the floor, abdominals pulling in, and reach those fingers out in front. And now on your next exhale, gently release and shake it out. Good. Let's take this chair pose once more, but let's raise the arms up a little bit. So our arms are going to be up near the ears. All right, so plant those feet and those sit bones in the chair. Nice tall spine, abdominals already engaged. Hinge forward. And then when you're ready, raise the arms near the ears or out in front, and stay here. Push the feet into the floor. Press the sit bones into the chair and reach the fingers far away. Hold and breathe. Big deep breath in and out. And on your next exhale, gently release back in. Shake those shoulders out, shake those arms and legs, and release. Great. Here comes a variation. We're going to stretch one leg out at a time. So sitting in your chair, reach one foot forward and have the heel touching the floor. Now again, you might need to be toward the front of your chair. The knee doesn't have to be perfectly straight, but have that leg out in front. You might notice that your sit bones are not as even on the chair. That's going to mean that we're going to work our core, our abdominals even stronger. So one foot planted, the other heel really rooted to the floor on that straighter leg. Tall spine. Here we go. Hinge the body forward. Ooh, you might feel a little stretch on that leg. Only go a little bit. Raise the arms out or up overhead and hold. Breathe and hold. Here we have a variation on our chair pose. Abdominals pulling in, reaching with those arms, and that little stretch through the back of the leg. On your next exhale, release and come on in. Pull that knee in and rest. Shake it out. Let's do the other side. Stretch out the other leg. Have that heel really planted into the earth. Sit bones, even though it's a little uneven here, see if you can't be really rooted. Connecting to the floor, connecting to the seat. Here we go. Hinge forward. Feel a little bit of stretch on the back of the leg. Only go a little bit. And then add the arms either out in front or up overhead. Breathe and hold, pressing the foot into the floor, the heel into the floor, the sit bones into the chair, abdominals pulling in. Hold and stretch. And on your next exhale, gently release. Pull that straight leg in, give it a nice hug, and let it go. Shake it out. Take a moment to feel the shoulders and the hips, the back of the legs, and of course the core. Take a moment to really feel how your body is after doing those strong exercises and postures for our abdominals and the center, the core of us. Great. Moving on. We're going to be doing goddess pose today. It's a receiving pose. And let's sit back in our chair. We're going to do it two different ways. The first way, with our low back in the back of the chair, we're going to raise both legs up. We're going to open the legs and close. Just get used to that opening and closing. You go as far as you feel comfortable. Open and close. Open, close. One more. Open and close. Release. Good. So the lower body in this variation of goddess pose is going to be holding wide legs open. So here we go. Make sure you're sitting back in your chair to protect the low back. Raise both legs and open them out as far as you feel comfortable. From there, we're going to place our hands on our knees, palms up. We're going to inhale our palms up, and there's our version, a version of goddess pose. Palms reaching skyward, toes reaching skyward. It's a receiving pose. It's an open pose. And make sure that the breath is flowing. On your next exhale, gently release and come on back in. Great. Let's go into that goddess pose again, but this time, let's see if we can't move our arms and legs at the same time. So here we go. Sitting back in your chair to protect that low back. Abdominals, of course, we'll be working with this one. Raise both the arms and legs, turning the palms up. Open the arms and legs wide into goddess pose. Hold it here. Relax the shoulders. Breathe and hold. Feel the breath coming in and out of the body as you're holding this strong posture. Breathing and receiving gesture that we have. On your next exhale, slowly lower the arms and the legs back. Great. One more time, and this time, instead of moving the arms and legs together, let's move the right side and then the left side, or one side at a time. See what that's like. So again, make sure you're sitting back in your chair. Abdominals are activated as you're sitting tall. Whatever side you want to start with, here we go. Raise that arm and leg up. Open it out to the side. Good. Now the other side. Raise it up and open wide into goddess pose. Hold. Breathe. Nice tall spine. Feel those abdominals in the center being very strong to be able to hold the arms and legs out away from the center. And now coming back in. One side at a time, bending one side in, and then the other side in. And release. Sit back and shake it out for a moment. Catch your breath. Super. Let's finish with a nice forward fold into a twist. So going back to the position where you're coming toward the front of your chair and straightening one leg out. Make sure you're feeling steady and anchored with your sit bones as well as that front heel and foot on the floor. Great. So we're going to put one hand on top of the other. One hand on top of the other. And then on that straight leg, on that thigh. Inhale, sit tall. And on the exhale, slide both hands down the leg until you feel enough of a stretch. Inhale, back up. And exhale, slide down. And inhale, back up. Last one, we're going to slide down for a nice forward stretch. Good. And back up. Raise both arms up. And now open your arms wide like a rainbow overhead into a nice twist. Kind of like goddess arms right here. A little twist up at the top. Bring those hands back together and release. Once more, inhale up. And open wide. We're going and turning toward that straight leg that's out there. And back up to release. Last one. And open wide. Good. And gently release. Super. Now the other side. I'm going to turn my chair so I'll always be facing you. Stretch the other leg out. One hand on top of the other. On the thigh of that straight leg. Make sure you're ready to bend forward. Tall spine. Inhale. And exhale, slide down. Inhale, back up. And now let's go inhale all the way up with the arms and twist open for that straight leg. Inhale, back up and low into the stretch. Notice how I combine those two stretches. Forward fold and then raise the arms open wide into a nice twist. Palms up. And back again. One more. Slide down for a nice stretch. Forward fold. Come on back up. Raise the arms into a twist. And gently release. Pull those knees in. And sit comfortably. Breathe and feel those beautiful stretches. Ending with our breath exercise. Arms by your sides. We're going to scoop up. Bring your fingertips to your heart. And then we're going to open and share. Turn the palms to release. Inhale, coming into the heart, and exhale, opening wide to release. Again, inhale, scoop up into the heart, open wide to release. Good. Think about what you want to scoop up and bring to your heart. Sometimes my students come up with their own great ideas. And the other day, someone said that they wanted to bring some calm to their heart. Some calming, quiet energy. So let's bring some calm and quiet to our hearts today. Here we go. Inhale, scoop up some calm and quiet and bring it to your heart. Inhale, share and release. Inhale, scoop up some calming quietness. Share. Last one. Inhale, scoop up. Bring that calm and quiet to your heart. And share to release. Take a few moments to enjoy that quiet and calm in your heart, to enjoy the increased circulation that we enhanced through our yoga postures and breathing exercises today. Notice if you're feeling a little different now than at the beginning of class. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for coming. See you next time.